Alright, turn to page 69. I'm going to do a example 1 first. I want all to start talking. The table below shows the cumulative frequencies of the number of hours T spent by 40 students surfing the internet on a particular day. Okay, they tell you all the data down there, and then they say, using 1 cm to represent 1 unit, so on and so forth. They say, draw the cumulative frequency curve. Now, can you see that the solution is drawn for you already? Can you see what I'm talking about here? And I already told you, a cumulative frequency curve will always look like an S shape. Okay, this will be the number of hours T. It will always look this way, understand? And they say in total there are how many students? 40. So over here, it will be 40. Everybody understand? And over here, it will be 10. Understand? Okay, then let's take a look at the question. Let's look at part B. Okay, part A asks you to draw. Using a scale of 1 cm to represent 1 hour on the horizontal axis, and 1 cm to represent 5 students on the vertical axis, draw a cumulative frequency curve for the data given in the table. Now, like what I've said, nowadays there's no drawing. They give you the cumulative we analyze. Understand? Okay, now let's take a look at B, part 1. Using the cumulative frequency curve, estimate the number of students who surf the internet for 5 hours or less. Now, 5 hours or less, I must look at 5, right? Then I read this number, right? Okay, all of you look at your textbook. Read this number for me. What is it?
14.
Do you agree there are 14 students? 14 students? Can? Can, huh? Okay, next look at part 2. The percentage of students who surf the internet for more than 6.5 hours. This is important. All of you look up. I will go and look for 6.5, right? I will read. All of you read this value for me first. According to your curve in the textbook. 21, 29. Now, the answer in the graph is 29. But mind you, 29 is 6.5 or less. Right? They want what? More, right? And what more do they want? They want the percentage, right? Correct. So, part 2, the percentage must be 40 minus 29 over 40 times 100%. Right? Agree? Okay? So, we will have the 11 over 40 times 100%. We will find out the correct answer. Is that clear? Is that clear? So, we must understand whether we are taking this value or we are taking the negative of it. That means the total minus it, the negation. Everybody clear? Okay? Alright, part 3. The value of T such that 80% of the students surf the internet for 3 hours or less. Now, 80% of the students means 80 times 40, right? 80% times 40. So how much is this? How many students? 32, right? Can you see it's 32? So, I must go and look at 32. Then I read this value triangle, right? This will be serving this hour or less, right? Everybody clear? Okay, look at 32 and you read that value. Do you agree T is 7? T is 7, okay? So, are you able to interpret the cumulative frequency from here? Now, class, let me just warn you. They can ask you for a percentage. They can also ask you for numbers. They can ask you for anything. Please read the question carefully. Do not lose the marks here because this one is quite easy to score. Is that understood? Okay? Alright. So, are you okay with my example 1 here? Okay. Let's move on to example 2. All of you look at example 2 on page 71. Okay? Now, let me just roughly sketch the diagram here. grams. Then we have this. Now, may I know what does the zigzag there means? What does zigzag means? I think you learn it in your Indian law, right? Or whatever you have. Zigzag means for here you ignore or you do not follow scale. So you start from a 60 gram. Can you see in your question? That means not here we don't bother. If you plot from 0 to 60, we are wasting this space. That's why it's exactly. You bring it forward. Okay? Alright, now let's take a look at the question now. The less than cumulative curve shows the distribution of masses of 120 apples. Estimate from the curve the number of apples having less than 98 grams. Now, of course, it's very easy. Just look at 98, right? Then just read this value. Okay, read from your curve. What's the value? Do you get 48? 48 apples. Everybody okay? It's a straightforward, direct question. Alright, class? Okay, next one, part 2. The fraction of the total number of apples having masses 117 gram or more. Now, if you look at 117, you will read something. Okay, all of you look at 117 and read off the value. Do you get a 104? Do you get a 104? Okay, I want to ask this question. This is 104. What does it mean? That means 104 apples have mass less than this one, right? What did the question ask for? The fraction of the total number of apples having mass 117 grams or more, right? So you must take 120 minus 104, right? Over 120, right? They want the fraction. Agree? Okay? So I will get a 160120 change to lowest term will be a 2 over 15. Are you clear? Are you clear? Can or cannot? Can or cannot? Okay, huh? Okay, last question. The value of K, given that 20% of the apples, this one always people do wrongly, so be careful here. The value of K, given that 20% of the apples have masses K gram or more. Now, if 20% has K gram or more, don't forget this is a less than function. How many will have less than this? This K gram. 80%, right? Do you agree with what I'm talking about here? Can you see it will be 80%? Yes or no? Okay. So, what am I supposed to do? You see, they want 20% to be more than this one. So, 80% must be less than this one, right? Okay? So, what's 80% of 120? Don't look at me, my face got no answer. 90? 96. So, you just read 96. This will be your value for K, right? Okay, all of you read the 96. Now, can you see you get 114, right? Can you see what I'm talking about here? Now, how many of you think that this section here is very easy? But can you see that if you read wrongly, you'll be wrong? You must read whether is it more or what? Less. Read carefully. Do you understand now? Do not jump into conclusions. Do you follow what I'm saying? Can or cannot? Can, huh? Okay, good. So that will be your example 2. So I've completed example 1 and example 2. Okay, what is the number on the content page of your emails? What is the number on the content page of your emails? Number 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh? 6. Now I write 6. Is it correct? Okay. Write 6. Exercise 3A. Cumulative Can we start on full step? All of you? Start on full step. I'm going to start together with you. Take out full step, write down the title, write down your name, everything first. Okay, first of all, I want you to look at exercise 3A, question number 1. Okay, let's look at question number 1. 120 students took a mathematics examination and their results are shown in the table below. Okay, construct a table of cumulative frequencies for the given data. I want you to draw this table like that. Can you draw this table like that? 420 students took a mathematics examination and their results are shown in the table below. I want you to do the cumulative frequency for me. This is 3. How much are all these? Fill up the blanks now. Okay, I just want to know what will be the last number here. 1 what? 1, 2, 0. Is this correct? It must be 120. If it's not 120, then something is wrong. Everybody clear with what I'm saying here? Are you okay in getting the cumulative frequency? Okay. Can you tell me what's the next value? 3 already, then what? 50. Good. Then 24. 30. 35. Good. Then 52. 71. 91. 101. 5. Then 115. Then 120, right? Now, do you know how to get backwards? How do we get backwards, class? We minus off, right? Remember we minus off, okay? 15 minus 3 is what? 12, right? So, less than 20 must be 12. You look at the bit. Less than 20 and 10, that one is 12. Can you see? Can you see? Can? Okay, let's say this one. Let's take an easy one. 91, 71. This one is 20, right? Can you see it's 20? Okay, so less than or equal to 70, that part must be 20. Everybody clear? Yes or no, class? Okay, repeat. From here to here you add 20, right? So when you go backwards, this one will be minus 20. So when it is less than equal to 70, you will get 20 over there. Are you okay? Alright, now let's move on to answering of the questions. Using the table in A, find the number of students who scored less than or equal to 30 marks. Okay. How many students score less than or equal to 30 marks? Number of students? Can you see is okay, rubbish. What's this? 24, right? Can everyone see that? It is 24? Can or cannot? Yes, huh? Okay. Next one, part 2. Who scored more than 80 marks? Who scored more than 80 marks will be 120 minus 105. Answer 15, right? Everybody okay? Go to the last part. Scored more than 40, but not more than 90. Now, can you see the 91 is 115? The 41 is what? 35, right? So what do I do? 115 minus 35, right? Answer? Answer? 80. I want to know if you're okay with this. This is the simplest one that can ever happen. Everybody okay here? Alright, good. Next one that we're going to do is question number 4. Question number 4. Can all of you look at question number 4 now? The masses of 50 loaves of bread from a bakery are measured. The cumulative frequency curve below shows the mass Y gram and the number of loaves of bread which are less than or equal to Y gram. Okay, I'm just going to sketch the curve on the board first. But this one, the scale is not so easy. I give you some time. We go and analyze the horizontal scale first. One small square is what? I think your full level got some head people around. You get what I'm saying? Just now I teach halfway, some people young sing suddenly, like a wedding like that. Okay? Then sometimes I teach halfway, like that. I don't know what they want. Okay? Alright, so let us look at this particular question first. Now, the saddest thing on earth, right, is not when you don't know how to draw anything. It's when you're given the curve, right, you don't know how to read it. You understand what I'm talking about? That is the saddest of all. Okay? Don't laugh. Later I'm going to ask you a question. Okay? You laugh, right? That means you know a lot. Okay? Alright, right? You see? You see one again. Okay. Can you see that 5 liter square actually represent 2 grams? I'm talking to you. Can you see 5 liter square represent 2 grams? What is 1 liter square? Huh? 0.4 gram, right? 1 liter square is 0.4 gram, right? No, don't go wrong, okay? So how much is here? 445.5. What is this one? 0.8 now. I'm very scared you don't know it, so I must write down everything now. What is this one? 446.2, right? Then what is this one? Point what? 6. Then 447, right? Don't every time see, don't know how to read, huh? Must teacher read for you, you understand? Understand? Can you see that one small square is 0.4? Okay, very good. Come, let's answer the question now. The masses of 50 loaves of bread from a bakery are measured. The cumulative frequency curve below shows the mass y grams and the number of loaves of bread which are less than or equals to y grams. From the graph, estimate the number of loaves of bread having masses less than or equal to 450.4. I want you to read 450.4. Okay, where is it? And read for me how many loaves. I don't know, is it 32? You read first. 1, 5, I don't know. Part 1. You read carefully. Do you get a 32? Can you get a 32? How many of you get 33? You see, we will allow marginal things, understand? Okay, 32 or 33 also can. Write down whatever you see, just write down. What's the answer? But you know where to read or not? You know where to read or not? You know where, Okay. It should be around 32 or 33. Is that clear? Okay, good. Next. I never say what's the exact answer because there are some marginal mistakes down there. Okay? A lousy question will have this kind of marginal mistakes. Okay, now next one. Number 2, part 2, I'm reading already. The number of loaves of bread which are rejected because they are underweight or overweight. Oh, you see, bread also not so easy. Must keep fit. Cannot be underweight or overweight. Can see, okay? Now, given that a loaf of is underweight if it's less than 446.2, okay, and overweight if it is more than 453.6. Okay, I want you to look at 446.2. How many of it is this weight or less? All of you read for me first. 446.2. Do you get 3 loaves? Do you get 3 loaves? Okay, now I want to read this one. If it's overweight, if it's more than 453.6, can all of you go and read 453.6? How to get 0.6 啊？先抄掉我回here。453, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 455, right? Okay, right? Now look up. This is what? 453. Ayo, I combine until very nice, right? 453, okay, valid. 453.4, right? This will be 453.8, right? Where's 453.6? In between the two, right? Can you see? Read copy for me now. Okay, that's why I choose this question. Cannot read one. Do you get a 47? Do you get a 47? Okay, I want to ask this. What does 47 represent? Less than this weight, right? Correct. They say if it's overweight, if it's what? More than this weight, right? So I must take what? What's the total number of bread? 50, right? 50 minus 47, right? Which is what? 3, right? Can you see what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about here? Class, I'm talking to you. Yes or no? Yes, huh? Okay, I repeat that. The number of loaves of bread which are rejected because they are underweight or overweight. Given that a loaf is underweight if it is this gram or more or less, and overweight if it is more than this length or this weight. So, part 2. What I want to do is this. Go and put 446.2 is 3 loaves, right? Then more than this is 50 minus 47 is also 3, right? Correct. How about the number of loaves rejected? What do you do? 3 plus 3, right? Answer 6. I want to get part 3 yourself. I give you 3 minutes. Don't forget, this cumulative frequency curve is always less than 1. Understand what I'm talking about? Okay. 3 times more than this. Okay, all of you look up here. So if I have a curve, right? Roughly, this will be the more than 7. 310, right? So how much will be less than? 710, right? 710 must be less than this particular weight, right? Or mass, right? Okay. So part 3, can you go and put 710 times 50 first? What do you get? How many loaves here? 30? 35, right? Do you understand here? So you must read 35 and read this value. What's this? So this will be your x. There's no gram because they say x gram already. So this is just a number. What is your value? Read carefully, huh? It's a very clear cut case. Answer? Is it correct? 450.6. Is it correct? Yes or no? It's exactly there. Okay? Now, why do I choose this question? In the first place, the skill very difficult. Okay? And then when it is 0.6, you must know where is it. Understand? Then you must know when to take this way, when to take that way. Everybody clear with what I'm saying? Okay, huh? So that is your question number 4. Next, question number 5. All of you look at question number 5. Now they have two curves plotted onto one. Can you see it now? And they tell you it's earthworms, correct? Okay. I want to tell you how to present. Don't anyhow present, okay? I'll box you up. Okay, let's take a look. Question number 5. This will be the last one that I'll be doing for you. The next few, I'll write it on the board, you do it yourself. Okay? Then we will only go through it on Wednesday. Because tomorrow is a WA, I don't want the homework to be heavy. Everybody clear? Okay, now let's take a look. 500 earthworms are collected from a sample of soil A. And 500 earthworms from soil B. Scientists like to do this kind of rubbish, right? Okay, collect earthworm lah, collect what lah, huh? And the lengths were measured, so very free. Go and measure the length, no? The cumulative frequency curve below shows the length x and n, and the number of earthworms which have lengths less than or equal to x and m. Now, can you see that you have soil A and soil B? Can you see that? Okay, let's look at part A. For soil A and soil B, use the graphs to estimate the number of earthworms having lengths less than or equal to 46 mm. Can you do like that so that you're not confused? Part 1. How many earthworm has got length less than 46 mm for soil A? All of you read now. The answer in 1 minute's time. Okay? Actually, you can read it yourself. Am I right to say that? Now, class, don't worry if your answer is not the same as your friends are. I give marginal error. You understand? Okay? Then, you do part 2. What is the percentage for soil A and soil B? And part 3, what is the value of A? Then following which, part B, and then part C. Will that be okay? I think I don't want to do for you because it will hinder your process of thought. Do you understand? Okay, now after this, right, question 5, you'll do question 6 and 7. All these are on the full scan. Okay. Question 6 and 7. After that, I want you to continue in your notebook. Question 9. That's all. It will not be due tomorrow. It will be due on Wednesday. Is everyone clear? Is everyone clear? Okay, Fisher, stop the video. I'll let you have the time now to do.